All righty, yes. Welcome to Delicious. And it's, kind of spring out today. The weather's pretty nice. Sunny skies in the forecast and a high today in the low 70s. I would say it's a great fishing weather, wouldn't you, Paul?
Oh, you betcha. If I wasn't here, I'd be in the water right now.
Paul Williams, or better known as Coot Williams, joins me. And, you're quite a renowned, you make your own lures and stuff. Before we go into some of these lures, tell us about the business. I know it started back around 2004.
Yeah, 2004 was pretty much the startup of Coots Lures. I had a friend come from Saginaw Bay, Michigan, and he showed me some techniques and all that kind of stuff. So I started playing with this, and I started venturing into making my own lures. Well, I was catching fish on my own lures, so it progressed to crankbaits, fishing poles, the Firefly planer board light, now the Magnet Go. So it's been going very well.
And it sounds like it 14, make that 16 years later. So you talked about some of these, the planer board lights. Give me a little skinny on that. I mean, I've seen them. I know what they are.
Yeah, that's a Firefly. We call it the Firefly. There comes in a package of two. You get an orange one and a green one for port and starboard, so people can see your boards away from your boat at night. Mm-hmm. And they have an LED light with a lithium battery, and you have over 200 hours of illumination on these batteries, which is pretty cool. And had a lot of people buying them, and they work great for everybody. And we also have backup battery and bulb accessories too.
You've got a bunch of them, and you're describing some of those. When you started, again, I just want to backtrack a bit. You started out with the Coot 1 and Coot 2 kits. What were they?
Those were a combination system I designed from the first guy I talked to about pulling harnesses. Mm-hmm. And each kit contained 19 pieces, and they had 3 hook harnesses, 6 spinner blades, 2 different sizes, 6 flutter spoon, 2 different sizes, 3 treble hooks, and 5 bead assemblies. And I have a schematic on the back side of it, so with this kit, you could actually make over 1,000 lures in your boat. It was all interchangeable.
You know, people think, it's just a lure, but really, this is kind of scientific. I mean, you have to know what you're doing. It has to be precise. I know you experiment with these lures.
Yes, I'm a tweaker. If I find a product, just like the Firefly, there were products out there. I go by the adage of never criticize another man's work unless you can do it better. Mm-hmm. That's what I decided to do. I wanted to make something better that everybody could afford, and it would be a quality product.
And with fishing, that means you catch more fish.
I hope so. That's what I want to do. I want to help people catch fish at a low cost.
With your business, Coot Lures LLC, you came out in 2007 with the Rattlin worm harness, and then a few years later came out with a spoon de ville for a friend, I take it. Tell us about those two lures.
The thing that fish are attracted to are scent, vibration, and sound. Well, there was nothing out there in the worm harness industry that made sound. So I designed something, and I approached my friend Keith Cavias. He's a walleye pro guide with Gary Parsons. They're top guys, awesome people. Mm-hmm. And Keith actually took 4th place in a tournament up in Badenoch, Michigan. And he first looked at it, he thought, I don't know about this. So he tried it, and he actually liked it. It worked for him.
Now, you're talking about a sound. How do you know what they like? I mean, you experiment with that. They give you tips. Other fishermen do. But what kind of a sound are you talking about?
It's a little tick, 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 tick. It's a little vibration and all that. When I used to scuba dive in Lake Winnebago, I'd actually observe these fish and see how they react to things. Because, like, snapping your finger, you'd see the fish kind of dart towards you and clicking rocks under the water, that kind of stuff. I've learned a lot from scuba diving in Lake Winnebago. There's some really interesting areas out there. But, that's what you need is something that the fish want to hear, or see, or smell.
Okay, and successful with that as well. I know that they liked it. 2016, moving up a little bit, the Rattlin Wasps.
Yes, that one was huge. I want to thank James Keller and Brian Keller. They took on my Rattling Wasp in 2016 when I first came out with it. It was a unique bait, and it has rattles in it. It's got a different pitch to it as it trolls through the water. I got 24 colors, 2 different sizes, number 4s and number 5s. Thanks to the TRS, they pretty much blew the Rattling Wasp out of the water for me. And right now they got this thing head-to-head fishing going on. I'll be fishing that in June 1st. This is a live streaming event, which is awesome. So guess what? He's going to be my Shark Tank June 1 when I can show all my products, talk about it, and people can actually talk to me and ask me questions while I'm fishing. This is going to be cool.
That is going to be cool. And while you were at it, you said you progressed. In 2018, you came out with some trolling rods.
Yep.
And these are your own concept, right?
Yes, these are my own designs for all the years that I come up with. And like I said, I never criticize another man's work unless I can do it better. So that's what I'm doing. I actually produce my own trolling rod with different features that people like now. Within the past year, I sold 750 of them, and I got 400 more, and they are going quick.
Paul Coot Williams is talking with me. He operates out of your house or garage, which
Yep,
is
pretty much Oshkosh, Wisconsin.
out of
Yep.
Oshkosh, yeah.
Yep.
And you've been doing this since 2004. So I don't know, over the years, I don't know how many lures you've built or manufactured or anything like that, but it's been thousands and
Yes,
thousands.
yes.
So it
And
keeps you busy.
the other one is the Magnet Go. I've had a lot of great reviews. This is a accessory for your landing net. It actually holds your landing up. So when you go to net to fish, the magnets release. So it actually keeps your net in one place so you get the fish in the basket.
Looks like a keychain in a way.
Almost, but I've had a lot of great reviews on that one also.
Okay, and that was the one that came out in 2019. You're working on stuff all the time, though.
Trying to, yep.
New ideas. So people will tell you, well, how do you do it this way? Do you have any knowledge on that? So you just start to work on it.
Like I say, I try to tweak things. When I see a product that says, how can I make this better, more affordable, better quality, anything like that. I want to give kudos to HT Enterprises, which is Ken and Nate Grawl. They've been really good friends to me. I do 5 trade shows a year with them to help them and their products. I pro staff for them. I come up with an idea. We talk about it, try it, see if it works, and see if it's good for consumers.
Now, this spring has been extraordinarily tough for fishermen. I see a lot of boats out there, and we fish a lot of times just off the dock at one of the marinas in town in Oshkosh. And I'm looking out there, and they're not pulling in. I know as many fish as they want. So it's been a kind of a tough spring.
Yes, it has. It's there's the head-to-head going on right now. The guys are averaging like 2 or 3 fish in 5 hours. And these guys are good fishermen. And it just amazes me that they're not pulling the numbers of fish. But with the cold nights, the cold waters, these fish are very lethargic and they barely want to bite. But if you get them to bite, it's fun fishing.
Got to ask you this. Now, I like to fish. I'm not a sophisticated, experienced fisherman, but I've done it for quite a long time. Don't catch what I want to catch. Catch a lot of rough fish. And how do you have any lures that is going to prevent that? I know you don't, because sometimes they bite on that too.
Well, some days that's a good thing if you're catching rough fish, because if the game fish ain't biting, at least you're catching something.
But it's always fun to catch, walleyes or whatever, perch,
white bass.
If a fisherman somebody wants to get interested in fishing, or else just get better at it, what would be the initial thing they should do to, besides talk to you about it and you give them suggestions? But what kind of ideas are you thinking about?
Well, they can go to my website, COOT'Slures.com. We can branch off of that. I can answer questions. I'm going to have a YouTube channel, hopefully Coots Tips and Tricks. I'm in the Badger Sportsman. I have a Coots Corner now, so they can read articles that I'm going to be producing for those guys also. But go to your local bait and tackle store. That's a great source, because those people are very knowledgeable on all their products and what they sell.
Okay, anything else? And give us a phone number, too.
Well, I can be reached at 920-379-9255. And otherwise, on my website, I have all the stores that carry all my products. So please patronize these people, because times are tough right now and they need your business.
Do you have any new lures in the works?
Oh, yeah. They're in my boat right now. It's always prototyping something new.
Paul or Coot, thank you very much. Great job, and all the best on that. Those look really super. I see lures all the time, but now I know which ones to get. Those are the good ones.
Sounds good. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you very much. Paul Coot Williams from Oshkosh. He's got a lures business. It was Coot Lures LLC, started in 2004. More great music. Let's start it off with Whitney Houston on the Bug.